everybody, welcome back to Angry Badger Minis. We are finally at the last stage of the build for this, all of these infantry platoons. Essentially what I've done, worked on this most of the night. You'd be surprised how hard it, or I mean not how hard, but how time consuming it is to put e-tools on and trim up some stuff, and or entrenching tools, sorry, for those of you that don't know that jargon, as well as the little shoulder pads and things like that. So what we've got left is these guys right here. Let me see if I'm looking. Yeah, okay, so basically these 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 Kriegsmen. That's all we've got left to assemble. And what I mean by that is, if you'll take a look, all of their e-tools have no bayonet on the back. So that's what we're doing, is we're going to put the bayonet on the barrel, and then the entirety of all of this, and I know you can't see it all, but let's see here, all of this, all the way over here, and all the way up here, everybody will be done as far as regular Kriegsmen. So that being said, that's what we're working on, and then we'll be moving on to our engineers, Earthshaker carriage batteries, and probably some command squad dudes, and then heavy weapons and things like that. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked that we've gotten this far. And with everything that I've had going on, I mean, it went a lot faster than I thought it would have. So anyway, let's see what we got here. We need 14. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oops, crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, dropped one. 13 and 14. I really didn't want to put, I might have more than 14. I really did not want to put bayonets on any of these guys, but there weren't enough e-tools. And I know it's a cool look, but again, it's something that you can just get broke just by, picking it up, if you will. And hopefully, between paint, sealant, and all that kind of stuff, it will assist in keeping that from happening. But like, for instance, last night when I was doing the rest of this stuff, I was reinforcing some of the, Vox operators, their antennas, and I dropped a couple of them out of my hand because I was being too, gentle with them, if you will. And of course, fell right on top of the antenna and snapped it right off, and I had to glue it back on. But that's just the way it goes, I guess. So I was looking at the Forge World, because there's no real instructions for this, but the way Forge World had done their bayonets here. So there's no real solid way of doing this. It's just going to look however it's going to look. And hopefully we can make it look halfway decent. Because there's not a real connection, you know what I'm saying? But I know that it's going to be time consuming for sure, just because of how things are. I don't even know if you guys can see that, or if I'm too close or what. But the problem that I have here is I don't want the handguard of the bayonet to be in front of the barrel of the las gun. And the reason that that's an issue here is there's not really anything for this to go into. So yeah, and of course it doesn't want to just, oh, looks like it attached. Did we attach? Maybe, yes, no, sort of. It still looks like to me that it's actually in there. Okay, so I think what I need to probably do is cut some of this off. Man, that bayonet's awfully large, but I want to check the size of the handle here. Yeah, we're a little large, so we can snip off some of that, so that'll be good, and that will hopefully help us out. And then what I may also end up doing, sorry you're looking at, you know, this gigantic, you know, orc paw in front of you instead of models. Let's see here. Now, well, the way they have it set up, it is actually going right onto the barrel. That doesn't make any sense to me unless they figure that they're out of bullets or out of battery packs, and it's like when they say fixed bayonets, that's just it. They're not shooting anymore. Oh, you know what? Holy smokes, I can see this. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this. Man, I was hoping this was the case. Do you guys see? Yeah, you can see that little, hold on. You see that little groove? You know what I mean? That's okay. So I'm just gonna have to pay attention to that, and that's where the barrel will fit on top of that. All right, now it makes sense, almost like it's slipping over top of it. Okay, yeah. All right, now that makes sense. I just randomly saw that. Like I said, there's no instructions for this stuff. I mean, it's totally you know, figure it out kind of deal. But it's still pretty far out there. Come on, man. There we go. I think we got it finally, maybe something. Yeah, there we go. All right, we're gonna let that. Oh man, it's not actually. I got excited too fast. It's not exactly on there straight. I mean, it's sort of, but it's the back end that's not on straight. See if I can straighten that up, son. Sorry that you're looking at a blurry hand. I'm trying to make sure that you guys can see what's going on. And it wants to stick to my finger, of course. Why wouldn't it? Come on. Get on there. Alright, that's on there better. At least I can bend the blade. That I can do later. I'm not too concerned about that. What I'm concerned about is the connection point. Alright, cool. Let me get these guys out of the way for me. Alright. So yeah, now we've got one dude with a bayonet, one Kriegsman with a bayonet. One down, 13 to go. Is that unlucky? I don't know. But we'll move him to the side, and let's talk some Warhammer here. I'm thinking about picking up Eternal Crusade again. Not that I did a whole lot with it, mainly because I was disenfranchised, or maybe that's not even the word. I was just not happy with how the game ended up being, no matter how much faith I tried to give it. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, Eternal Crusade is a PvP shooter, third-person shooter for Warhammer 40,000. You can play Orcs, Space Marines, Eldar, and Chaos Marines. I think that's it. Anyway, you can drive around some, you know, moderate level tanks like a Predator, Rhino, Orc buggies, I think a Wave Serpent, or I forget the name of the other one, but you know, I guess it can be fun in its own right. But the thing with me, where I'm going with this, is I'm thinking about doing it again, just because I'd like to, you know, do it. You know, why not change things up? But I'm not really good at PvP because I don't play it hardly at all, and I'm sure some of you would agree there's definitely a different skill set to PvP versus you know, PvE, or, you know, player versus player versus player versus environment. And in some ways I don't enjoy it, because I did do a lot of it back in the day with Halo and stuff like that, and I'm fully aware of what aimbot and things like that are, and they really annoy me. Just swinging in to say, hey, keep up the good work. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you so much. Hopefully you didn't get offline and not hear me saying thank you. But either way, yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna try to do, is play that game and some other stuff. So hopefully I can. This thing does not want to work. That's one thing about resin, man. It's got its own mind sometimes. It's got its own mind. Alright. Does not want to play ball, guys. Yeah, I love these models, man. But this army, well, alright, so anyway, yeah, I'm thinking about getting in the Eternal Crusade again and at least playing some of that for you guys. Just grab your popcorn, grab your beer, and you can have a laugh at my expense, because that's pretty much how it's going to be. I'm probably going to die a lot, you know. Yeah, man, well, that's awesome. Just don't get in trouble. But what was I going to say? The other thing is, if you notice, they came out with, or they will be coming out, they previewed the new Cadian box set. I'm not real happy about that. I was actually looking forward to buying some Cadians, just to round out, particular guard armies. Hold on. But not at the price they want, especially when all they did was include some extra heads. And it's not like, you're getting a bunch of gas mask heads. You're getting one, You might be getting 1 or 2 female heads and 1 or 2 whatever heads. That doesn't work for me. You know what I mean? There has to be some level of uniformity there. Plus, of course, the price went up. And I mean, I'm not, Cadians weren't my favorite army, IG army to begin with anyway. Armageddon Steel Legion and, obviously my favorite being the Death Korps of Krieg, here. I mean, hands down my favorite, win, lose, or draw. I don't care. They're like orcs. They can't lose, because the whole point of their existence is to die. So, in service to the Emperor. So even if I lose, it doesn't matter. I win. I'm kidding, but you know what I mean. I'm not really into, getting crazy on winning anyway. Man, this is actually going together a lot smoother than I thought. Oh, I touched a bayonet. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Now I've probably jinxed myself, but yeah, it's I'm really excited about this, but I'm not excited about the price of the Cadians. That's disappointing. I have one squad, I think, or sorry, one box set of Cadians, maybe 2. I have to look at that again, and then of course I have the Cadian Kazarkin dudes or stormtroopers. So that's why I was looking at rounding it out. Not a big army, just like a small, detachment or something like that. Especially since I've got some extra tanks lying around. But no way, man. I mean, they didn't even do new sculpts, for the Cadians or anything like that. And in a way, that's probably better for me, because I don't have, I would have the older Cadians. But it kind of goes back into what I've talked about before with why is so much online, Forge World, friggin' GW, all this stuff, why is so much unavailable, you know what I mean, to buy? I got it upside down. Well, that makes sense. Specifically Forge World, when it comes to the Death Korps of Krieg, I want to believe and hope beyond hope, because that's probably what I'm doing, that they're going to bring the Krieg out in plastic form. And I'm telling you right now, if they do that, well, it's just going to be one massive guard army. That's all I can say. It's going to be massive, because that I would be willing to invest in. But I have a feeling that most likely they would turn around and really charge a premium too for them, just because they know everybody's waiting for them, and that would be unfortunate. I probably would still buy them, just because I love these models, but it is what it is. You guys can hear my little grot in the background, and that's right before I came here onto YouTube with you guys. We were out at a small park nearby the house playing with our other little grot, and now he is put down to bed. Come on now. Oh, you just had to turn on me, didn't you? You just had to do it. That's your home. Are you too good for your home? Answer me. Suck my white ass ball. Again, I encourage you, if you've never seen Happy Gilmore, go watch it. It's hilarious. At least once, it's hilarious. I still like it though. Man, come on. Get in there. Okay, that's not exactly in there, but I think I'm going to take it for now. I'm going to set that guy over here so I'll know I need to work on him. Yeah, we're trucking right along here, and I'm actually really happy that I got brave enough to break out this army and start working on it. And again, for those of you that aren't familiar with resin, I mean, it's a chore. I mean, you got to wash the models, you got to get all that mold release off. As you can see, just trying to get the glue to stick, sometimes it's a bit of an issue. But the detail, I mean, no doubt they could get the detail in the models now. You know, with the way, you know, the software is and everything else. I mean, compared to what GW's put out since these guys came out, the Forge World, I mean, without a doubt, they could make these guys. But, you know, back in the day, it wasn't like that. So, you have what you have. I wonder if that would help me if I turned it upside down at all. Nope. Oh crap, good thing we got extras, because I just dropped that one on the floor. And I'm not gonna go look for it. Not right now anyway. Alright, I just flicked it right off onto the floor apparently. Come on. You were doing so good. So good. Now you're just... Yeah, Death Korps Krieg design is great. We'd love to see more kits or upgrades. Oh man, I'm totally with you. I think it's a... I just don't understand. I don't understand why they wouldn't do it. I mean, honestly, I mean, I think it's a guaranteed moneymaker. I really do. I mean, I honestly think it is. I can't see how they could possibly lose on that. I don't know if there's... Well, I mean, Forge World wouldn't have the rights to the IP of the Death Korps Krieg, I wouldn't think. I'm trying to think when's the first time I even heard of them. What edition that was. I thought it was in 3rd edition. And I don't even think they were making them in 3rd edition. So I mean, it in my opinion, it's a win-win for Games Workshop. But you know, when has Games Workshop ever really made any real sense? Look at that. Why can't they all just go on just like that? Boom. Come on, man. Come on, man. But yeah, I'm really stoked that I'm going to be able to say essentially sayonara to these guys for a little bit and move on to more stuff. It's been a chore, but it's been enjoyable, I gotta say. And it's amazing, you know, how literally that little shoulder pad, you know, I mean, how it just adds so much detail to the model. I mean, just, that's crazy. All right, 3 left to go, guys. Bear with me. Bear with me. So what are you doing for work, man? If you don't mind me asking. I know what it is. You secretly work for GW and you're spying on me. Got it. Look at that, man. Why couldn't they all work like that? I mean, I'm not complaining, really. I mean, I guess I am, but I don't mean to complain. I'll say that. I don't mean to complain. Uh-oh. I did jinx myself. Had to, because this one doesn't want to play ball. Nope. That's right. Let's stick to my finger because that's how this works. It's not how this works. It's not how any of this works. I unfriend you. Last guy until we get to some other whatever. See, right underneath the las gun, and I probably covered it up with glue, but if you guys can make this out, you see, yeah, I kind of covered it. Okay, you can see there. If you take a look right here, what would have made more sense to me, you see how you got these two openings right here, right, or two whatever cuts in the barrel. It would have made more sense to me to have something on the bayonet connect to that, you know, go up and around the barrel there, not the actual barrel itself, or, you know, more around what I guess you could call this a flash suppressor, or, you know, whatever, you know, I mean, especially since it's a laser beam, just not attached to sharks' heads. I know that was kind of reaching. What do we have? Sea bass. Right. They are mutated sea bass. Are they ill-tempered? Yes. That's a start. Austin Powers for you that don't know the reference. Come on. You just, it's the last one, but that's how it goes, right? Government records management. Right? I hear you. Well, you're no stranger to the mundane and boring. Oh my gosh, come on, get on there, man. You keep popping off at the back. Oh, are we on? No! You son of a bitch. Man, oh man. Can you believe that? Yeah, no joke. Dang. I thought I had you. Come on. And there it is. Yeah, these models are fantastic. So what I'll end up doing is I'll end up going back after they've had time to sit and reinforcing them with glue, and you know, working those bayonets and whatnot. And I may, to be honest with you, what I may end up doing is, and I don't think anybody's really going to notice, is that right in between where the bayonet handle and the barrel are, I may just go ahead and fill that in with glue, just so it's more of a connection, you know what I mean? I mean, again, I don't think anybody's going to notice. It's not like I'm entering this, like I said, in a Golden Demon competition or anything. But that right there, other than what I said I need to do with these guys, finishes up well over 80 infantry. Still got some command squads to do. We've got to outfit our engineer squads with mole launchers. Three engineer squads with a mole launcher each, and one engineer master or engineer watchmaster. I don't know, whatever the heck it's called. And then we've got mortar teams, las cannon teams, auto cannon teams, heavy bolter teams. The Earthshaker batteries. We've got tanks, 3 Vanquishers of the Mars pattern, and that's what I'm going to do too with the tanks that I'm applying to this. Is I'm not going to put the side sponsons on per se. I'm thinking I might try to find a way to magnetize it maybe, but I don't want it to be permanent because I want to be able to field them, you know, straight in line with the narrative of the Krieg, you know, the Death Korps Krieg. The only issue with that is it makes me heartbroken that I paid for this stuff and I can't use those weapons. But that's kind of the, you know, the sacrifice in using these guys. So it is what it is. But hold on a second, honey. What was that you said I needed to tell everybody yesterday? Something that I did or didn't do, or
Gosh, I don't remember.
I don't know. It wasn't the shame thing, because that was today.
Yeah, and then today we talked about how many models we thought you had.
Oh yeah, I came across a video. I forget her name off the top of my head, but she, at the end of it, she said that she had 1,500 unpainted models. We guesstimate that I probably have somewhere in the ballpark of 5 to 6, maybe 7,000 unpainted models, not including what's not put together.
Which they're watching you put.
Yes, you're
together.
watching me put together all of these models, you know, as we make this journey, exactly. But there was something else you said that I needed to tell everybody on the channel, and I forgot what the heck it was. Dang it.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't either.
You know you're asking the most forgetful person ever.
No, you're not that forgetful. You just forget movies. So that you probably do that on purpose, so that way you can watch them again.
I don't know what you're saying.
No, you forget a movie so you can turn around and watch it like it's new again.
Oh yeah, that's intentional. I forget, so it's brand new every time.
Sure.
For 6 months, it's brand new.
Yep.
Right.
Wish I could do that. Instead, I'm over here quoting movies and everything. Probably to some people watch this and they're like, dude, that guy's so old, I have no idea what he's talking about.
That movie's like from the 60s. No.
Probably. I wasn't even born in the 60s, but it's not. Hey, I was watching. Don't anybody watch this movie. Don't watch it. It's a musical called Camelot. Literally, the intermissions were an hour to an hour and a half in between the segments. And my mother, when she got them on VHS back in the day, the TV did not exist anymore for me. It was taken over by Camelot. And that show played over and over. It was worse than The Sound of Music and all these other musicals. You know, oh my gosh, don't do it, man. I mean, most of you probably wouldn't anyway, so you're probably safe. But as you get older, sometimes you think you're going to go back and look at stuff that, you know, might interest you. I don't know. It's weird. But anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me for this 30 minutes while I got these guys done. I don't want to bore you guys to death with this stuff. But if I'm able to get on later this evening, I probably will with a video game or something, but we'll see. I'm pretty exhausted. Need to catch up on some sleep for sure. But that being said, thank you guys so much. If you like the channel, please like, share, and subscribe. Make some comments after the live feed so that way it shows up. It helps the channel. And if you really want to support us, there's a Patreon link down below. So we'll see you guys next time.